Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins and I'm joined now by Seamus Cornelius, the Executive Chairman of Danakali. Seamus, it's good to see you again.
Thanks very much, Oriel. It's good to see you too.
Now, you've just released your quarterly report. Some great information in there. Can you take us through the headlines?
Okay, yeah, that's very easy. So I think the starting point is obviously our cash and our cash equivalents, which is about 28 million. So that's just under 8 cents per share. So that puts us in an extremely good position. I think the next point is really around our Western Australian projects. We've been doing some field work. Obviously, it's the very early stages, but we're anticipating some assay results from rock chip sampling and other spot sampling coming this month. So that's something to look forward to. And then in Saudi, we have put in some applications for some ground that we are very happy about. And I think we'll have news on that also this month. So it's looking quite good.
Fantastic. All right, let's delve into those headlines a little bit further. You were talking about the fieldwork that you've done across your 4 project areas in Western Australia. What exactly are you hoping to find? Because you mentioned you've got some assay results due.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, the areas that we're in and the 4 tenements that we've looked at, they're all up in the Gascoyne and the Murchison area. So the area is quite prospective for gold, for rare earths and for copper. And I think probably the most interesting thing is, the Benz Mining recent announcement about their very large exploration target. We're quite close to that and we're sort of in a similar geological setting. So that was an unexpected boost for us. So obviously in that area, we're looking for gold. And we've been paying a lot of attention to the different, available public information, the magnetic surveys, the gravity surveys, and getting out in the field was just kind of a verification of what we think we have. There's obviously going to be follow-up work and the early assay results will guide that to a degree.
It's certainly a confidence booster, isn't it? Knowing that you're sitting right next to a 10 million ounce gold exploration target.
Oh, it's great. And, in the junior sector, there's no point hiding from the fact that, neurology is quite an attractive thing for many investors. And it's actually quite a lot easier to understand than geology in some cases. So, yes, it's a good thing for us. It's a good thing for our shareholders. Time will tell as we go down the path of doing the work that's required to fully understand what we have.
A very appropriate term there, neurology. Let's talk about Saudi. You have applied for those exploration licenses in Saudi Arabia. Where to from here?
So the next thing is that the system over there is a little bit different to Western Australia. So we'll get confirmation that we're the priority applicant for those pieces of ground. And I expect that will come this month, which is August. Then we'll apply for a very simple reconnaissance license. And that basically is really coming to us as a matter of course if we're the priority applicant. And that allows access to the ground and to do the basic initial work, like mapping and a soil sampling program. So as soon as the weather gets a little bit cooler, it's 45 degrees and baking hot where we are in Saudi at the moment. Actually, that's most of Saudi. So probably by October, we'll have guys in the field. That is what to look forward to.
Okay. All right. So you started off by telling us, Seamus, that you're cashed up 28 million in cash and bonds, no debt. You're looking fairly good on the financial front. Let me ask you, for investors, what should they expect to hear? How is that shaping what you do next and how you prioritize the next steps?
Oh, that's a really good question. So it obviously gives us a nice buffer so that we don't have to think about raising any money. In fact, on the opposite side of raising money, it's possible, because of the steep discount that we have on our share price versus our cash backing, it would make sense, I think, and it'd be quite logical. And I don't want to preempt anything, but it would be logical to look at some capital management activities, perhaps. So that's what we're doing. And as I say, I don't want to preempt that. But fundamentally, it means that we are really well cashed up to do the right kind of work on the ground that we have. And, the ground reveals itself through work. So that's what we plan to do. I think people should expect that we will do the right thing in terms of capital management. We'll look closely at what that means. And then we will have plenty of funds available to do the right kind of work on the ground to reveal what we have. That's what I think I would be looking forward to. And that's why, probably some people will have noticed I'm the main buyer of the shares. I don't expect that to change.
That's a confidence booster for investors for sure. Seamus, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure to chat to you and we'll talk to you again very soon.
Thanks very much, Oriel. It's nice talking to you and to your followers and viewers. So thanks very much.